Hey guys, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. It's Beer 30. Let's go take a walk, see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. We got us another one from Crane Brewing. They're out of Raytown, Missouri. This is their Grapefruit Gose. And what a Gose beer is usually is something very light and crisp and hints of saltiness in there. Good beach beer, or a pool beer if you will. And this one has been in the bottle for a while. This has got bottled on 7/20 of 16. So this has been in the bottle since July, and this is the end of November. So we need to get these 4.1 percenters out of the fridge. Michael sent this to me, so Michael, thanks a bunch for rounding these beers up. 4 IBUs on this one, just like yesterday's. So shouldn't be a lot of bitterness on there. Should be very easy drinking. And this is a big bottle, so enough to share, which I intend to do. It says commercial description, possibly the most rustic and obscure beer of Germany. The salty sour Gose of Leipzig needed an American touch. How about grapefruit zest? The result is probably the only beer that goes just as well by the pool as it does with Thanksgiving dinner. So you see what they're saying there. And we just had Thanksgiving dinner a couple days ago. Today is 27th, something like that in November, 28th maybe. So just had Thanksgiving a couple days ago. So we'll see how well it goes. There's nothing else we need to talk about, so while I pop the cap, I will tell you. The glassware is usually the Stange, which is a skinny cylinder glass, which I've got in there, but it foams up tremendously no matter what you pour in it. And the Wheezing glass. I've got both of those glasses in there. I'm going to pour it in the tool glass. Not recommended for extended cellaring, so another reason to get it out. So I don't know how often they do this beer. This one's not quite as carbonated as yesterday's beer. So we're going to stand it up, generate a little bit of head on the back end. Very light color though. Very light amber color, almost to the golden macro lager color. Very light color, very clear. Definitely a filtered beer. Let's get a nose on it. I'm getting some decent hop presence there, and getting some grapefruit. Giving a slight hummus, some pininess, and grapefruit. That's what I'm getting on the nose. Not a big saltiness on the nose, but I got a feeling we're going to get that in the taste. Definitely got the grapefruit going on, so there's a lot of hops that present that grapefruit aroma and taste, but they've actually added grapefruit zest to this, so that kicks it up a notch more for the grapefruit aromas and taste. Smells pretty good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Michael. There's the salt. There's a little saltiness there. A nice balance between the grapefruit and the saltiness. It's not over salty. That's pleasant. It is a little on the thin side. A lot of grapefruit there. A whole lot of grapefruit there. This would be an ideal beach beer or pool beer. And since there's probably nothing in there that's going to fade, other than it being a low ABV beer, I don't know. I'd want to sell this a year or so with being only 4.1%. There's nothing in there that should fade or has faded, in my opinion, on this beer. Very tasty. Well, let me let it warm up and sip on it for a little bit, and we'll come back and see where we end up with it. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. A nice tartness, a nice citrusiness there, a lot of grapefruit notes, a little bit of saltiness going on. Another well-made beer from these guys. They're doing these lower ABV beers very, very well at Crane Brewing. So, thumbs up to those guys. I find these beers a lot of times are very thin and watery and doesn't have a lot of taste. These guys are getting a lot of taste in these low ABV beers. So, kind of tasty. Pleasantly surprised with what I'm getting out of these bottles. Final chug. Very crisp, very light, very refreshing. Awesome grapefruit taste. Nice and citrusy. Hints of some saltiness in there. Well done beer. Very well done. And these beers, I mean, 4.1%, they're just barely strong on Kool-Aid, so they're not going to knock you down or get you drunk unless you sit around and drink 10 of them. Very well done. Guys, to me, another A beer. I'm going to give this a same grade I gave the one yesterday. I think this is a 90. Date on the bottle, ABV on the bottle. Only 4 IBUs, so they ain't got to worry about putting that on the bottle. But very easy drinking. A nice transitional beer, if you will. I mean, you get off the macros, get into something. Of course, it's going to be a little less ABV than what you're used to drinking a Bud Miller or a Coors, but a lot better quality ingredients on this. So, very nice. And like I told you yesterday on Rate Beer site and Beer Advocate site doesn't have, well, let me take that back. Beer Advocate doesn't have a grade on it. Rate Beer does. Rate Beer has it overall 81 and 65 in the style. I think it's a little better than that, than an 81. And over to Untapped. Untapped, yeah, that's more like it. Untapped has it at 4.04. So that's, to me, that's in their A category when it gets into the 4s. So, very nice. Very well done. So, if you've had this one from Crane Brewing Company out of Raytown, Missouri, this is a Grapefruit Gose. So, tasty beer. One that ain't going to knock you down. Low ABV beer. Very light on the bitterness, a lot of taste. Let me know if you've had it, guys. Come on back tomorrow. Let's dig something out of the fridge.